All right, yo. So, I know you guys haven't seen me in a while, bro. I'm gonna talk to you guys like it's a FaceTime. We gonna get into this video. So, I actually just did a video earlier, and this was for members only, talking about just everything as far as the TikTok ban, MK Ultra, biological warfare, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about that in today's video as well. But I gotta say this first of all, bro. Before we get into the retention journey, bro, how you guys doing today? Hopefully, you guys in the right type of vibration, getting to the bag and staying consistent, bro. I started my own 21-day challenge. I mean, I'm actually in the middle of the 21-day challenge, and I was gonna wait until I actually finished it. But then, you know, again, God has kind of been laying messages on my heart to share with the world and whatnot. And regardless of what I'm personally going through, I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that to myself because at the end of the day, it's all about spreading the right message. And you know what I'm saying, going within and being high vibrational, bro. Now, at the beginning of the year, it was dope. You feel me? I got monetized again. Everything was going cool. And then all of a sudden, I hit a rough patch. You feel me? I'm gonna keep it a bean. So I told myself, I was like, you know what, before this year even gets out of hand, we gonna sit here and we are going to, well, y'all don't have to do this. I'm doing this. I'm actually micromanaging myself. And I don't know what happened, but that the sun came out bright, like really, really bright. It's probably gonna mess up like the lighting. I might have to like turn this way. But yeah, so yeah, I told myself, I was like, you know what, bro? Like if I'm gonna be making videos and stuff like that, I have to practice what I preach, bro. And I just don't like being fake, bro. I don't like being fake. I don't like struggling with stuff, and then I'm over here telling you guys what to do. You feel me? So with that being said, anytime you see a video, 10 times out of 10, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling motivated. And, again, we're just going to get to the bag, stay consistent, and, trust the process. But yeah, like I said, before we get into the spiritual journey, we got to talk about a few current events that's going on. Number one, y'all know this was a plan, right? This is a psychological, this is, we going through biological warfare. We're going through psychological warfare. Um, and when it comes to like the psychological warfare, as you guys know, TikTok was banned last night. Now I heard about them banning TikTok like well over like 2 years ago. You feel me? So I'm actually surprised that it actually took so long for it to happen. Look at the timing of this though, and a lot of y'all are gonna notice this. Number one, first of all, when they banned TikTok, this was the most outrage, and this was the most I've seen people react online, freaking out, bro. I'm talking about like there's people saying like, "Oh my gosh, this is my livelihood. I was getting paid weekly from this platform. Oh, I've been posting for 5 straight years nonstop, and this is it has changed my life. I made thousands and thousands of dollars off of TikTok and this, that, and the third, right?" Which I get it. You feel me? If you are a person who knows how to utilize these platforms essentially to monetize yourself, which by the way, monetizing yourself is not like the, put it like this, if you monetize yourself, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, in my opinion at least, it really depends on how you're monetizing yourself. You feel me? Like if you are spreading knowledge, if you're helping people out, if you are, stopping people from unaliving themselves, then yes, you serve a purpose. You feel me? Now, banning TikTok, in my opinion, it was a good thing and it was a bad thing. Good thing in the sense that, like, there's a lot more consumers than there are content creators. And it was creating a lot of people who are bots, zombies, trash. You feel me? I always say that on my channel. Um, and then also in that regard, it was kind of like, me personally, I never, like, when I say anytime I was on TikTok, bro, I was literally on there for the content creators, the ones that I personally know. You would never catch me mindlessly just scrolling on TikTok because that's exactly what it's for. Like, you go on TikTok and then they tell you like these are the videos that you like, right? Me personally, I just looked at it as a trap. And even to a certain extent, when you are on Instagram, it's kind of like that. You feel me? Instagram, Facebook, even YouTube Shorts, like they kind of like mirror TikTok as far as like, mindlessly scrolling. Now, at least with the Instagram or even with the YouTube Shorts, you can kind of program. I mean, you could do the same thing on TikTok as well. You can kind of program the algorithm to see what you want to see. But I just knew at the very least, like TikTok itself, like I would never just go to the area where it's just like you can just scroll and then watch videos. I was literally only there to support a few of my fellow content creators, and of course, you got people on TikTok that also have families and they would go live. And again, people made money off of it, bro. But like, it was getting kind of scary, dog, because it's like, why every time, like, if I randomly go on TikTok, somebody's always live, and like people are, and it's like y'all making it so much more easier for the FBI and for the CIA and for a lot of other like organizations to watch you and to know exactly what you're doing every day. This shit was crazy. You feel me? It was actually kind of, I'm like, whoa, this is kind of like, y'all are really kind of ODing and y'all don't actually see. When they banned TikTok for about 12 hours, because we all was there when this happened, again, a lot of people was just freaking out, and a lot of people was just like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do, da da da, XYZ. This is why it's very important to, number one, if you are a true content creator, you should be, trying to, at the very minimum, have an audience or have a community on different platforms. Never put all your eggs in one basket. Now, of course, y'all know here on YouTube, even with me here on YouTube, YouTube has banned me before. And actually, it wasn't actually a person who banned me, it was AI. AI has banned me before. Now, of course, I'm back. I'm getting monetized and whatnot, and I'm actually working on my spiritual journey. I'm actually working on my spiritual life. Like, I'm actually working on my bad habits, good habits, all of that. You feel me? I'm creating new habits. So I'm not, just because I'm getting paid, I'm not going to abuse the platform that I have. You feel me? I be having conversations with God all the time, and it's like, bro, God, you stay giving me good messages and stuff, but like, again, I don't want to abuse this platform and just come on here and talk just because, I'm monetized now. You feel me? So I realized, since I haven't been on YouTube like that, I'm not gonna lie, it has been kind of hard for me to get back to regular life. And then even some of y'all who follow my Instagram, if y'all see me on Instagram, it's a lot of either uh important like messages or videos that I'm sharing that are, essentially here to wake up the masses. Again, I programmed my algorithm to essentially get me closer and closer to the truth. And bro, I'm not gonna lie, from the fires in Cali to some of the things that are going on with TikTok and everything, bro, like it's insane, bro. You have one side of the story that's telling people like, oh, it's madness going on, and of course you got CGI and all of that. And then you have another side that's saying like, okay, it's really not that bad. Like, there were a few isolated fires. You get what I'm saying? But it's not as bad as like saying like, okay, the Hollywood sign was actually on fire. You got two groups of people saying like the Hollywood sign was on fire, and then you have another group of people saying like that the Hollywood sign wasn't on fire. So you feel me? So it's like you can't always believe what you see. With all that being said, this is psychological warfare. So we're going through biological warfare and psychological warfare. Biological warfare, it's plain and simple. If you eat foods that have low vibrations, if you eat foods that are processed, and if you are eating foods at the wrong time of during the day, and if you are actually experiencing gluttony, that is a direct attack on your sexual energy. It's a direct attack on your mind. And essentially it's going to trickle down to your sexual energy. I've been attacked. I've been attacked in the sense that I was eating whatever. I still had my vices that I was doing here and there. And whenever those combinations came together, when it comes to me having sexual urges, it would just be abnormal as fuck. Abnormal. This is something that I never experienced before. And I knew that I was like, okay, like we are moving into a different type of energy where everything is a lot more sensitive, everything is a lot more intensified. And essentially, with the psychological warfare and the biological warfare, it's kind of like you're not helping yourself by saying like, "Oh, I just want to live my life. Oh, I just want to take a break. Oh, I just want to chill with this chick because she's cool and she allows me to vibe and whatever happens happens." The more you take the approach of saying like, I just want to chill, I want to relax, I want to take a break. Okay, I worked so hard, or like all week long, I worked 44 hours. What's one drink, or what's one smoke, or what's one time of just going out and chilling with a few females, right? It ain't gonna bother nobody, right? And technically, you're right. It's not gonna bother nobody. It might bother yourself though. It might be because it's kind of like it's the spirit versus the flesh essentially. And what happens is like when you have a lot of foods that you've been eating that have a lot of metals in it, those metals can be manipulated. I repeat, first of all, the metals aren't good for you in your body. This is why you have to detox. This is why I keep saying like it's good to have fruits, veggies, specific mixtures. Like my favorite mixture of drink to detox myself completely, to get my brain back to where it needs to be, is I like turmeric, ginger, honey, and apples. Like when I can mix that, have that combination mixed together and take it, bro, like tell you, bro, this cleans out your body, it cleans out your system. Even if you are eating perfectly, bro, you still need to detox. You still need to drink a lot of the healthy remedies that do exist. You can find them online, bro. You don't always have to depend on me to say, hey, like what type of drinks do you take, or XYZ. Mind you, I'm still going to do it because I'm in the middle of my 21-day challenge. I came up with a personal 21-day challenge where I've been kind of like recording some of the stuff that I've done. You feel me? Like I want to make sure I came with a full body of work. I don't like saying like, I don't like going on like a good little streak and then messing up and then having to start over. You feel me? It's not, that would be disingenuous of me, and that would be cheating y'all. You feel me? Like I want to cheat y'all, I want to cheat myself. So with that being said, it's the two, these we're in today's video, we're just focusing on two things, bro: the psychological warfare and the biological warfare. Biological warfare, like I said, you already know, they attack us with the foods. Red dye, now it's officially being banned in the United States. That's good. But you also know that like we have a lot of more ingredients that are placed in cereal, that's placed in milk, that's placed in Lunchables, that's placed in pizza. We have so much ingredients that are so bad for us that we still consume. It's like it's crazy, it's insane. So we have to raise our awareness, number one, to some of the foods that we're eating. If we can even at least slow down some of the processed foods that we're eating, this will actually kind of like begin the healing process, right? And when it comes to the healing process, bro, the reason why it's important to eat healthy and actually go on semen retention is because you are naturally letting the body heal itself. Now, for those of you who are trying to kick sugars or trying to kick drugs or trying to kick whatever, within the first 3 to 4 days, because again, on my 21-day challenge, um, I pretty much I had to start over actually my 21-day challenge, And now I want to say like I'm basically about a week in. The first week is going to be the hardest week. When you actually sit still, when you say like, okay, you're used to going out, you're used to doing this, you're used to doing that. When you take a step back and say like, you know what, I'm going to let the body naturally repair itself, it's going to be uncomfortable. I'm not going to lie, you're going to feel sluggish, you're going to feel tired. But the reason why you probably might feel sluggish or tired is because it's the body recalibrating itself. It's the body finding a way how to get back to a natural sleeping pattern. A lot of y'all may think like, oh man, I feel sluggish and tired and stuff, and I'm depressed because I don't have the usual stuff that I use in order to feel good, whether it's drinking or smoking or whatever. The main problem that we have with our bodies sometimes is that we don't know how to read the signals that our body is giving off. We read the body's signals as like, oh, we're depressed, so we have to boost our mood up. Technically, that's not the case. If you are eating right, if you are going to the bathroom, if your stomach feels kind of like, you know what I'm saying, and this is after like you had like maybe like a grapefruit, um, a banana, some oranges, pineapples. When you can incorporate some of those fruits within your diet, especially the grapefruit gonna make you go to the bathroom for real. You're gonna feel uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. It's almost like you're gonna feel sick, but that is the body's way of healing itself. Now, when if you are constantly releasing energy, right? If you don't practice retention or whatnot, and if you say like, you know what, well, I'm just relaxed, da, 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 the more energy you release is the more nutrients you are actually losing. You feel me? And we don't think about this when it happens, bro. We be thinking like, man, you know what? I just want the feeling. I just want the feeling. I just want the feeling. Well, not everything that feels good is good for you. I had to tell myself that. Again, not everything that we do that feels good is actually good for us. If anything, it's actually killing us slowly. And that was the main thing, bro. I had to look at the mentality of, you know what? I'm just living my life, so do what feels good. But the more I tried to live in that energy, was the more empty I felt afterwards. I felt empty, and it felt like something parasitic within my body was controlling me. Like I didn't even feel like I had control over my own actions. That's how I knew, like, number one, I had a serious issue, I had a serious problem, and you gotta be serious, you gotta be real with yourself. You feel me? I'm not gonna be coming up to nobody and telling nobody what to do if I'm over here trying to like fix my own battle and do, you know what I'm saying? Fix my life together. So I had to realize what it was. Came to the realization of it, and I understood like, okay, to get back to a high vibration, I'm going to have to be patient with myself. Maybe I have to take a step back from social media. Maybe I have to like really be to myself. Maybe I have to create like a new schedule for myself. And that's what I've been able to do. I've stayed to myself, started working out again. Even though working out, bro, like doing 15 to 20 push-ups a day can change your life. It actually can change your life. It'll change your posture. It'll change how you're walking. When you do squats, that's another thing too. If you have weak legs, that is going to show a direct correlation of your health. If you have, that's why people say don't skip leg day. They say don't skip leg day because your legs, when you do squats and when you do leg workouts, that's how you can produce more testosterone. If you're not working out, you're not producing testosterone. I'm telling you, you're gonna feel imbalanced from within, and now all of a sudden you're just going to be trying to chase a feeling. Why are you chasing a feeling? Because you feel empty within. What's in your body? It's a lot of metals. It's a lot of toxic foods that you've been eating. So you're gonna feel like, man, I first of all, you're gonna feel like, damn, bro, like, man, I'm in a scarcity mindset. I need another vessel to, what I'm saying? You're gonna feel that way. And before you know it, the sexual energy, because I ain't gonna lie, when it comes to biological warfare, that gets attacked. It starts with your mind. Starts with your mind first. What happens is, and there's because it's a combination of things. A long time ago, I talked about how like they have weapons of mass destruction, and this is for, you know, allegedly, and this is for entertainment purposes. But they have weapons that can manipulate humans, that can put you in an MK Ultra type of mind state. When you get into this MK Ultra type of mind state, what happens? Now you're just feeling for a good feeling. You just want a good time. You want to feel great. You want feeling great. It's not always just like being meditative and just, you know what I'm saying, hurrah. Sometimes when humans want to feel great, that means something in their life is not going the way how they want it to, and they don't know how to handle it, or they avoid trying to fix the problem. So instead of trying to fix the problem, they just want to feel good. That problem didn't go anywhere. You just want to feel good. That's the MK Ultra. You know what I'm saying? That is the MK Ultra of getting caught up in like, okay, well, you only have one life to live, and like, okay, if she's giving it to you, you might as well give it to, you know what I'm saying? If you got it, you might as well ball out. Though when you hear that type of mentality, remember that's MK Ultra. That's not even you. Okay? So get into this is how you get out of that state though. You realize what you have to do in life. What is bothering you in life? What is holding you back? What is constantly happening that you say, you know what, bro, I want to delete this out of my life. I want to change my ways. Once you be serious with yourself and sit down like, oh, okay, cool. This is what's actually happening in my life. I need to fix it. I need to become a man. The simple things that you can start to do is say, you know what, okay, if it's financial, if you have to get 2 to 3 different types of jobs, or not saying that you have to work 3 jobs at once, but I'm saying you have to exercise a good amount of discipline and motivation, but more so discipline, because discipline can take you places, motivation can't take you. Like, you can be motivated, but like if you don't have discipline with the motivation, you're not going nowhere. So this is what I had to do in my life. I had to say, you know what? Okay, cool. This is bothering me. This is an issue. I'm avoiding this issue. I'm going to stop being bothered by this. I'm going to stop avoiding this. And I'm saying, you know what? I'm going to work harder at this, right? And at first, again, in order to get through these things, we always try to use something to try to cope. Like, okay, I'm gonna need a drink if I'm going to be talking to this girl, or handling this particular problem, or dealing with a baby mother or whatever. Like, everybody has a different case. You feel me? So essentially, I realized that, like, okay, I know everything is not everything that feels good is good for me, so I put that to the side. I actually started to embrace being uncomfortable. Yeah, I remember when I used to make videos last year talking about like, uh, you know, we have to embrace being uncomfortable. I remember making videos like that. We have to embrace being uncomfortable. We have to embrace being tired. We have to embrace pushing through the hard work. Once we can embrace that side of life, being uncomfortable, that's when the real growth, that's when the real change happens. Now, once you get into a mode and you get into this vibration, and I would like to call it this, because like, me, I love playing basketball. I'm a momentum type of player. If I don't go to the court a week before I have a pickup game going on, if I'm not shooting and warming up, I'm sorry, bro. I'm gonna be sorry. I'm not. My shot is gonna be off. But if I'm warming up, if I'm gaining momentum, and I'm actually putting in that work, and you feel me? By the time I get on the court, it's automatic. It's game time. You feel me? So You can build up motivation. You can build up discipline. You can build up all of this just by number one, changing your mind, changing the habits, go on a 21 personal, go on a 21-day personal challenge for yourself. Not just 21 days of retaining your energy, because again, you can't just retain your energy and sit there. There's dangers to just retaining your energy and not working out. You know what I'm saying? It literally takes 10 minutes to get over an urge. Literally, whenever I have an urge to smoke or even have a sexual urge, I literally do a 10-minute workout. It promotes oxygen going within the brain. It gets me leveled out as far as emotionally. And by the time I'm done working out, I feel great. You feel me? I feel amazing. I feel great. So that's how you essentially you can combat the biological warfare that's going to happen, that is happening. You feel me? As far as the psychological warfare is concerned, you can program your algorithm. You can program what you want to watch when you want to watch it. Don't get so caught up in like, oh, Donald Trump saving TikTok. Because years ago, this same president was saying that he wanted to ban TikTok. Now, I don't know what's going on with TikTok. I don't know if it's essentially good for us or bad for us. At the end of the day, bro, we just can't get too much caught up in a lot of these apps. That shit, not even YouTube either, bro. One day, all of these apps will cease to exist. That's why I say, like, you know, if you watch my videos, I try to like make videos where you can take something and you can apply in your life today. Like one of the things that you can take out of this video is embrace being uncomfortable. Not everything that's good for you, not everything that feels good is good for you. And also too, um, working out is so important, bro. Like, yes, I want to get my body back, and that was one of my main goals when this year started. But like, legitimately, it actually makes you healthy. Mentally, it makes you healthy. You feel me? And there's so many things you can do after, like, when you start work. Like when you work out, bro, like your confidence level is gonna be through the roof again. You know what I'm saying? When you do leg workouts, that's a boost of testosterone. When you're practicing semen retention, you're on a whole nother level. You actually will have less urges. But if you like say like, oh, I'm just gonna go retention for a week and then whatever, and then a week and then whatever, you're playing with yourself. You're playing with your life force energy. And it's actually kind of programming the body to say like, oh, I'm just gonna get to this certain level. Once I get here, I'm just gonna release. And sometimes that's not even like the best way to go about it, especially if you are um, being promiscuous and linking with random spirits. You feel me? So yeah, bro, it's crazy out here in this world. And again, it was a crazy year, a crazy start to the year. But I was able to realize and figure out like, okay, cool. Now I know what MK Ultra is. MK Ultra doesn't just happen for celebrities, bro. Trust and believe. Cause it's like if you know the right thing, I can know the right thing and I can have a great message, and then the very next day I can mess up. You feel me? I always question that about human beings. It's like, damn, like why do we do that from time to time? And it's really quite easy, bro. It's what we eat, what we allow in our body. The metals can easily be manipulated. When you have so many metals within your body, bro, like it's it's almost damn near impossible to have the ultimate control. This is why it's very important to say, you know what? Let me focus on the uncomfortable parts of life. If I have to go a month, if I have to go 2 months, if I have to go half a year, if I have to go a whole year of being uncomfortable, that's a sacrifice that you have to be willing to do. Nobody is successful without no type of sacrifice. Period. And that's a whole separate video in itself too. Like sacrifices, like sometimes you have to sacrifice your happiness. Sometimes you have to sacrifice being alone. Sometimes you have to sacrifice, you know what I'm saying? See, the thing is, if we want to get better in life, then yes, we have to sacrifice some of the good things in life. But even when we are not getting better in life, and let's just say we are just like living life free and young and we do whatever we want to do, guess what? You're still sacrificing your life force energy. You feel me? You're still sacrificing your body. You still like, if we keep doing too much vices and if we're not working out and stuff, the body will deteriorate. Deteriorate. Can't even say that word right. The body will essentially fall apart. If you don't work out, yes, you're gonna be a fat fuck. You get what I'm saying? That's a sacrifice. That's actually a bad sacrifice. Regardless, you have to pay. And it's like, damn, if we gonna have to pay, if I'm gonna have to pay, I might as well pay to raise my frequency, raise my vibration, instead of paying to lower my frequency, lower my vibration, and I'm still not gonna get no type of happiness from that. It's just gonna be fake. It's gonna be like looking for fake happiness. It's like chasing the taste of fake sugar. Like, what are we doing here? You see what I'm saying? So either way, we're gonna have to pay. That's what I realized. Like, if you decide to say, you know what, I'm gonna let the spirit of laziness and whatever happens happens, you're still paying. Like, you are still paying. You're still sacrificing a part of your psyche to even be in that type of vibration. So if we're paying regardless, whether you want to be active or not be active, you're paying in some way, shape, or form. So keep in mind, again, psychological warfare, they're gonna keep putting stuff in social media and they're gonna try to control you by saying like, hey, this president is looking out for you, looking out for your best interest. Like, this is we don't want like security breaches to happen. They're gonna try to like manipulate you. You feel me? That's the psychological warfare of what's going on as far as social media is concerned. The biological warfare is very simple. Chemtrails, the unnatural foods that you're eating, you continue to eat that, you'll continue to pay in a sense of like, damn, bro, like whether it's releasing, whether it's relapsing or whatnot, we're gonna have to pay either way. So the best thing that you can do, meditate, work on that breath work. That's a separate video within itself. And stay locked in, bro. Stay locked in. God has you here for a reason. God got me here for a reason too, bro. You feel me? Um, but yeah, if you made it to the end of the video, bro, you already know you the GOAT. Stay locked in. It's your boy Moody Starr. MGT, what to do is your boy Moody Starr, and I'm back in with another video. If you're new, you already know what to do, man. Become a subscriber, like the video, and join MGT. This is a channel where I like to highlight current events and talk about my spiritual walk in this beautiful, fucked up, sideways ass matrix. Now, first of all, I gotta say a special shout out to anybody that's holding on to your energy. Go within and being high vibrational here at MGT. This is what we do. We work on ourselves every single day. And so for the outro, yo, again, if you made it to the end of the video, bro, shout out to you. Let's realign ourselves. And if you're already doing a great job, bro, just keep in mind, because again, you don't have to make the same mistakes I have done. Learn from my mistakes, learn from my fuck ups, learn from my mishaps, and do better. Elevate yourself. Do way better than me, bro. And if you haven't been on the journey, bro, don't worry about it. You can start today. Start your own 21-day challenge. Within 21 days, you will create a new habit. And again, within the first 7 days, 8 days, it'll be tough. You might feel sluggish or lazy, but mind you, that's just the body recalibrating itself. Don't like fall deep into like a situation where you become depressed and you're really not doing anything for 7, 8 days. Incorporate working out. Working out, that shit gonna change your life for real, especially if you want to change some habits. It doesn't feel like you're changing anything, but trust and believe you're sacrificing the right type of energy and you will become better in life. And it will happen and you'll see. You'll make less and less mistakes until before you know it, you're going to raise your frequency, raise your vibrations, and you will be enjoying life, bro. Single or not, you'll be fine, bro. But other than that, it's being born Moody Starr. Drop a bag on the Cash App to support the team. PayPal. I'm going to definitely see you guys on the next video, bro. Peace.